forgot to close my door.
Man, that'd have been a disaster. Too much cussing in this show.
Yes, and it's Christmas break, so they're all home. So, welcome to episode 211. No one's in yet, so we'll give them a few minutes to get into the show. We're going a little bit earlier. So it was just after 9. Usually it's about 9:30 after our pre-show. But we are here talking wrestling. Another big week. 50 upsets this week. So
50?
Yeah, there are 54, I believe, from what we had recorded. So, and like 200 and some actual like significant matches. So thanks to all those people that put in the results. And coaches, you are allowed to put results on if your kids lose a match.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to tell us about the losses too. You know? Because when
they help you get higher in the rankings.
Well, I guarantee you, if you don't tell me about the loss within the first 15 minutes that ranking comes up, I'm going to get that email or that text. So, lots of emails and texts this weekend.
Yes. Yeah, lots of good results and lots of big events. I guess we'll start with the one that was we'll start off with the raft that we went to.
I didn't go. I was watching the Bears.
You're watching the Bears, yes. A lot of Indiana celebrities were there. I mean, not even myself. Waylon Kressel was cornering Keckheisen. Talked to him for a few minutes. He said that they're going to try to get him on a card, which would be pretty cool. And he's going to hit some more college opens. He's excited and just loves to wrestle. So I think he loves it out there. I saw Michich was there. Reese Humphrey was in town. Angel was there. Just saw a lot of people there. It was a really cool event and really good production. So unfortunately, two Indiana wrestlers did not bode well, but at the same time, it was a good event and really good production. And it sounds like they were pretty impressed with Indiana. I know they're kind of going a lot of different places and going to see which places sell the most tickets and have good venues. So it probably could be come back to Indiana. I don't know how soon, but I'm sure they will try to bring it back to Indiana and maybe even bring in some more Indiana guys. I know. Or actually, I sat in front of Josh Harper too. So there are 3 state titles sitting right behind me. So talk to him a lot, but
not a bad seat. My buddy looked like he was pretty close to you guys too. He sent me a picture of his seats and where you guys were at. So
yeah,
he said the only thing that sucked for where he was sitting was he said the camera guys kept getting in the way. Do you guys have that too?
We were just outside that the jib or whatever they call it. That was right beside us, but never really got in our way, kind of where we were because they were both kind of going the same angle. Yeah, it was pretty good. Just a great venue. I know the Josh had said something. He's like, man, there's a lot of Oklahoma State guys on the card here tonight. It's kind of, I'm like, yeah, the card was originally supposed to be in Stillwater, from what I had heard, but their venue wasn't. It was big enough, like seating wise, but I think like height wise and everything for their like jumbotron and everything, for them to walk out and everything, it wasn't big enough, I guess, or something of that nature. So it's pretty cool. It had a kind of a WWE type feel of when they introduced guys. They had good announcers and stuff, and a really good production. Oh, Falcons was there. I did see Falcons. I did send him an email. I was like, man, are you a special guest match? And he said no. so maybe the next time we'll get him a match.
Who do you think a Falcons match would be? Like, who's like the anti IHSA representative right now?
Do we need to say those ones?
Man, I heard there's one that right now that's not happy with how the IHSA is handling things, and
yes, I don't want to name any locations, but there's some that would really want to match with him. So, but yeah, it's really cool. Good exposure for the state, and hopefully they come back, because I know my son was excited about it. He had a good time. And I think if it's within a couple hours, I think I will definitely be heading that way, as long as we don't have a million other things going on.
As long as the Bears and Packers aren't playing, or you didn't care?
Yeah, I mean, you
You're
mean
not a football guy, right?
I mean, I'll
That's
watch
why,
it when it's good, but you
that's
mean
why the
Fort Wayne?
IHPO is on opening weekend.
Yeah, yes. Fort Wayne, Fort Wayne just put a picture out on their city Facebook page of like, man, this will look great in Fort Wayne. So they're trying to put in a bid.
For who, the Lions?
The Fort Wayne Bears.
I thought you guys want those crybaby Lions out there.
Nah, that's only Poppy. So yes, Yoel Romero, 47 years old, still has it.
I feel like some of those guys, like Yoel Romero, is a guy where they were like a lot of people just know him from UFC, but he was a really good wrestler for Cuba.
Yeah, he was a really good
wrestler. Kale, right?
Yeah, but they said he beat like Kale and I can't remember the other guys, but he has a laundry list of guys he's beaten.
Yeah,
Rex, if you know people, tickets are really good prices, but I think they're about $60 to $80. I think I that's what I saw from different areas. A little pricier than you probably want, but it was worth it, and
cheaper than NCAA tickets.
Yeah, and it was
you get those tickets pretty cheap too, though.
Yeah, so I think
I see Jeremiah Maggart's watching.
Oh,
flag football coach extraordinaire,
state champion Jeremiah Maggart.
I know we have a couple girls that play for us from Penn, and I was telling them like, go give Maggart some give him a hard time.
Yeah. So
that was Kim sneezing. God bless you.
Your mic's picking that up too.
Yeah.
So I guess somebody wants to be a guest here. Since it's Christmas, everyone doesn't go to bed at decent times. So even has a RAF shirt. So yeah, so it was a good event, and pretty excited that Indiana packed the stadium, and that's a good sign for Indiana to do that.
I know Indiana, I think fan base wise is really good. Like just the events that you go to, like the energy. Like obviously our state finals is really good, so I think that's like one of those things where you can bring something in there and it's going to have a lot of excitement.
Yeah. I mean, even the dream team, we had probably 1,500, 2,000 people in April come for a dual meet and had a great crowd, and that does tell a lot about the fan base, especially on a day when you had Marion County, you had Carnahan, you had the Carroll Super Duel.
Yep.
You had a lot of events there Saturday, and I saw Mikey White was there. He'd wrestled, I think he wrestled. So they had a lot
Mikey White was at Marion County. Yeah, he wrestled, won.
Yeah. So
how did I like the show? The show was good yesterday. I actually went back and rewatched it too because I caught it halfway through, and I was out doing some like not Christmas shopping but Christmas food shopping. So caught some of that and then had to go in. So I went back and rewatched it last night. Great show.
Yep. So
probably best production it's ever had, honestly.
Yeah. Can't deny that. So what did you think about RAF?
It was cool.
It was cool. What was the best part?
I don't know.
You don't know? What was your favorite match?
The last one.
Definitely. The last one? Even though Mason lost?
Yeah, it was still a good match.
Yeah. Mason will get him next time.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to root against Wyatt Hendrickson, though. I think Hendrickson's a real good guy, and I heard some things about him doing some things for some people, and good guy. So it's hard to root against him, but he's wrestling our guy, Mason, and we got to cheer for Mason. Unfortunately, Mason stuck around after his loss and got a lot of pictures, signed autographs. You would have never known that he lost the match, and tells you, Mason's a good guy, and you could tell he's visibly frustrated and wanted to get out of there, but it was good for him. Anything else we want to talk about with that? Any other comments? Who's your favorite wrestler?
Oh, who's?
Oh no. He said himself. That's my favorite wrestler.
You can't pick yourself.
Yeah.
Him.
Me? I wasn't any good. What about anyone that wrestles for Ohio State?
Oh, Jesse.
Okay, good answer.
Another good guy. Another
Hopefully
good
he'll be on a
weekend.
raft card
too.
soon.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
so
And if he wrestles, it wouldn't surprise me if after he's done with college, if he's on there. So, we'll go right into Carnahan talk. I think actually we'll go over some of the little smaller results. Team state vote was last night.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone checked out that show. It was a good show. I was just, obviously I said Joe's done the production, but always a good show. Get the coaches on. Weimer seemed like he was super excited.
That's an
I thought he was gonna blow up the speakers, man.
Yeah. So let me bring in tell you who all were I just posted the article today last night. The vote-ins, 1A, Tell City backed out. They said that they weren't ready for it, so they wrote in 5 teams: Madison Grant, Northfield, Rossville, and Rochester and Southmont. So that's a good field. Rochester and Southmont ranked number 1 and 2, so that's pretty good additions.
Yeah, I was able to see both those teams at Trikoff. I was really impressed with Southmont. Obviously, Rochester has a really deep team. I think that's always like a tough vote because a lot of those teams don't always see each other,
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of like trying to throw lineups together and look at it. And not that we had a ton, not that it's a bad thing, but I don't think we had a ton of 1A representatives. But we did have trying to figure it out. So that was a pretty difficult vote, but I think they got it right.
Yeah, I think all solid teams are going to be. I think they're pretty close to being full. If not, that's the biggest thing at 1A. You got to be full, and you got to have a few studs and build around that. 2A, Griffith, Heritage Hills, Jay County, and Owen Valley. Pretty solid teams all around. I don't know. Interesting to see how they all do there because the top 4 there are pretty solid. There's a pretty good cutoff in the top 4 in 1A, and it's gonna be a good. It's a 1A or 2A is gonna be really good to watch, especially that top 4.
Which one is that?
Yeah, I think however it breaks down past, that's gonna come down to a lot of matchups. How the seedings fall out, you have some really good teams there. And I know, like they said it on the show last night when Dane and Rex were doing it, a lot of those teams have beat a lot of the teams in the 3A mix too.
Mm-hmm.
You have a team, Belmont's a pretty complete team. I know I've seen Hanover's very complete. Delta and New Prairie have a lot of really strong individuals, so you're going to get big points from those guys. I think who was the other team that was voted in?
You're right.
Heritage Hill done well. Shout out to Coach Stoika, Griffith. I know he was really close when they were at Gavitt. I know this is something that they really work hard for, and they try to really beef up their schedule. He was able to pivot when that Bishop's Retard event got snowed out and head to the Trikoff. They took a couple losses there. I thought Newcastle had a good resume. I believe they did not get in, right?
No, they did not. I think they were probably. Yeah, they look like they had a pretty solid resume. I don't know too many details, but they look like. They were a pretty solid team, and
yeah,
unfortunately, they only had 4. I can't go back and forth whether I think they should just vote in 2, but I guess it is working at this point. The teams aren't. We have plenty of teams that are, throwing their hat in the ring. So until there's only 3 teams throwing their hat in the ring, maybe that's when you look for a change. But it seems like they, enough teams want there. 3A is always tough. 3A is always deep. This year, though, I don't see any of those teams maybe cracking the top 4. But Decatur Central, Hobart, Munster, and Plainfield. I know the old story from 2 years ago when we talked it into existence the week before the vote. Man, maybe you should just have
yeah.
The infamous sending Greg Ratliff. I'm sorry, but your phone's gonna be blown up today. He's like, why? What'd you do? Just it'll blow up.
and I did I thought that was the right move. Like I really do, and I think it's been the right move. And I think that's like one of the more competitive fields. Decatur Central is tough. They have some really strong individuals. Hobart was a runner-up last year. I think some people wrote them off, and then they came out and knocked off Lowell, who was the number 1 seed last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Munster, I think Coach Slosser has done a really good job over there of kind of rebuilding that program with the help of the Maldonados and those guys. They're pretty solid. Obviously, you look at their resume. They lost to New Prairies in 2A. They lost to Belmont. They lost to Hanover Central. So 3 of the top teams at 2A have beat Munster. And then Plainfield has some really strong individuals also.
Yeah. So, and then 4A, Cathedral and Noblesville. Cathedral looks to be reloading a little bit. Noblesville has a pretty solid team. Still pretty young, I think, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
And I think they have some kids coming in for the next few years that are going to be pretty solid. Obviously, our sponsor Contenders, which is in that area, probably is healthy.
I don't think it hurts. I know like they do have a lot of those guys wrestling under Contenders, and even at the very young ages, Coach Weimer makes it very fun for those guys.
Yeah,
like he's a good guy. He's had success everywhere he's been, and he's been part of some successful programs, and just I'm incredibly happy for that squad. I think that I knew that they were going to be excited. Cathedral, you hit it on the head. They did reload, and I still think they're missing a couple. I don't know if they're going to get them back for Team State. I think they have 2 starters out of the lineup still that were coming back from injury, which I think state level, semi-state, the state qualifier level guys. Like right now, before you get them back, they've been in the rankings. But like that's you're going there to get matches. I mean, the top of 4A is tough, man. I got to see Avon was at Carnahan. They're kind of taking on some big matches. Obviously, Brownsburg won the Carnahan. Center Grove, Crown Point, Mater Dei. I feel like reload it. Westfield's really tough, similar to Noblesville, just a really tough squad. I know we kind of like talked about the voting teams for 3A, but 3A teams that are in are really good too. Roncalli, New Pal, New Haven, Lowell's really good. Franklin Community is really good. Floyd, Columbus East is really good. Obviously, Coach Coop does a great job. And Bloomington South is really good too.
Yeah, Bloomington South's kind of sneaky good. But that's going to be interesting seeing. I think the matchups there. 3A is probably the most competitive top to bottom, and I think it's going to be another really good year. And it's like a couple of the like some of the other classes, it's going to come down to matchups and how teams stack up against each other and where your studs are, where their studs are. If you can knock one of their guys out and not give up a pin here or there, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works out.
And I always like the event, like, because we'll get the weigh-in sheet or we'll see, and then it'd be like, oh man, like so and so's down a weight. And we'll message the coach like, oh, it's just for today. We're like doing this for duels, and I think the 3A is one of those ones. In 2A and 3A, like how much depth do you have, and how can you maneuver some of those guys?
Yeah, I know someone on the chat last night was, I don't know if they had a few beverages, but they were calling it, it should just be called the Coach's Classic or whatever. And I'm like,
oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, and I'll just say, you know what, you can call it whatever you want, but everyone that is there takes it very seriously. They want to win. Well, you're not real state champion because whatever. You can call yourself whatever after you call yourself a state. You know how many
and that's a pivot
series there are.
Yeah. Well, I think a couple of things, and I saw that too. One, like, why are you belittling something? Like, it wasn't like that guy was a team state champ.
Yeah.
Like, so if Coach Gable went on there and said he didn't like it, his opinion holds a little bit more weight to me. 2, and I think he does like it. I think he does like the event.
Yeah, he sounds like he talked at the end. He loves it.
I think the second part to that is if you have and Brownsburg's really good. and they had a really good year last year. They shattered a scoring record, and Crown Point was really good the year before that. But if you have a team like New Prairie who has 4 pretty good guys, or Lowell who has 4 or 5 pretty good guys, and let's say they're runner up, does that make them the best dual team in the state? Like, I just like, yeah, okay, cool. They're gonna get the IHSA state championship, but like individually, like it shouldn't be based on that, especially in a system where we don't seed past the sectional level. I don't think that that's the true like champ to like how it goes. Like now, Brownsburg killed, Crown Point's killed. We had a couple of years where it's been some really good teams, some all-time teams, but it like the way they score the state tournament now doesn't take into account one, your strength of your semi-state. It doesn't take into account like, hey, we're gonna blind draw because darn well every year there's 2 semi-states that's gonna hit that have the deepest weight class with 8 wrestlers that are gonna be there, and then the other 2 are a little bit weaker, and they're like looking at that like awesome.
Yeah.
And like until we're willing to fix that part of it, like this is what we have, and I think this is really good. Yeah. This has been a great thing. The teams that are, unless you go there and you're in that environment and you watch how the teams approach that and how it's helped rebuild some of these programs that put that on the schedule and go to these other events that go outside of their comfort zone to try to get these vote-ins. I think to get on there and be ignorant, I think is really stupid. Like I thought that was a very like that was a very troll thing to do. Like, cool, you got your attention. Were you happy?
Yeah, and you're what you're doing. I mean, everyone that's there takes it seriously. They want to win. There are banners that are flown in there in the schools. They have the fire trucks in the smaller, 1A and 2A, sometimes maybe 3A. They'll have actually probably 4A. I think Crown Point does that too. And they get the fire trucks leading them to the school when they come into town, that kind of stuff. That's what, to me, I mean, whatever you want to call it, everyone else takes it really seriously. It thinks it is very important to all those teams, and just, like you said, try to belittle it. You're not doing yourself any favors. So, and I think all the teams that would be in there are trying to get in there.
Yeah, I think it's been great for our sport. Like, and we've kind of talked about how it's come together, and I think they've done a good job of managing it, and they've taken suggestions, and they've made this a great event. Like, I would love to get it all under one roof. Like, that would be like ideal, like it used to be at the Coliseum. But like, it's tough. And I mean, I saw that yesterday, and I was just like, that's so stupid. And like, why? Like, why did you take time out of your life to like belittle something that they're doing a show about right now? That obviously, and Rex could probably give us the numbers, a ton of people were turned into. Teams were getting voted in, having watch parties and being excited about it. And you're at home like, not when I was a kid, it used to be really good. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, wrestling in Indiana is better than it was when he was a kid.
Yeah, yes, it is.
When he graduated, 2002. Wrestling right now, like, you want to go there and wrestle Crown Point and Brownsburg, who just smashed like 5 state championship teams at the Carnahan. Cool. You can go watch them wrestle.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, but I thought I'd definitely address that, and I think it's a great event. And the way that having the Coaches Association, they're very flexible. They listen to suggestions. I wasn't sure when they expanded it a little bit that how it would work out, and it's ended up, every move they've made has been very calculated and made the event better. Sometimes they take suggestions the week before the vote and look at it and say, you know what, that's probably a good idea, because we don't want to leave people at home. And so it's a great event. And I know, I know it has helped a lot of the 1A and 2A schools. It's something they can build for. They can keep those kids that aren't a semi-state level or better kid out and be like, hey, you're going to be a part of something special. We're working to team state. And the one year, I just remember at the Coliseum, I think Prairie Heights was wrestling somebody. Maybe it was AC. I think it might have been AC. But they're battling it out, and you hear this big roar from the crowd. And so, I have everything up on my phone. I look at and like, who's wrestling? Was there a big upset? And no, it was two kids that I don't even know if they ever made it out of sectional, but they're wrestling, and it's coming down to that match. That's the last match, and these two kids are battling it out in a dogfight of a duel, and it comes down to two kids that will never be in that spot ever again. And it was a great match, and that's all. That's what the sport's about, and especially that kid's going to remember that. All those that fans are there. The 1A and 2A bring a ton of fans, and they're loud, and they take a lot of pride in it.
And like, I went a little hard. Like that dude was part of some really good teams that really did well and enjoyed it. Like we were at Calumet, we were part of some really good teams that like had really good team regionals. We ran into some buzzsaws at the team semi-state, but the regionals, we had a really good one. We ran into a couple Portage teams and a Hobart team that was really good in 99. But like, yes, we enjoyed it, but that was a very, like, there wasn't the reason that went away because not all the teams were taking it serious enough. Mm-hmm. And like, I loved it, but I think we've talked about it before on other shows. So it's probably archived somewhere. I don't know if I'd ever wanted to go back to the IHSA. Like, I think that the Coaches Association does such a good job of like how it's managed and how it goes, and getting the media involved. Like, you don't have, like, not to like say that like Rake Shaw doesn't do a great job with Joe and for the state finals bracket reveal show. I'm sure that's an amazing undertaking also. But Dana and Rex do a good job of promoting it and having that show going. And then with incorporation with us and the Coaches Association, and really we talked about it on like the anniversary show. There were some people that probably weren't like super happy when IndianaMat came on the scene. That it's really brought that relationship back together. And I'm sure there's people that still don't like it, but I love the event. I think it's really good. It's actually I was probably one of the more of the meatheads when it started off, and I don't know. Sometimes in our group chat, I just like to argue, but I love the event. I think it's really good.
Yeah, and I hope. I know there's rumblings that the IHSA might be doing some things, but I hope if they do, the thing that scares me is that how the classifications are done are very different, and not very different. They're different enough from the way that IHSA does classifications that they have to rewrite their bylaws, and that takes an act of many people's agreement. And I like how the classifications are done. I think they're done in the right way for this. I think it's a good split of how they're splitting the teams up and stuff. So I think that's one of the biggest things with the event, no matter what, is True. I think we have a good split of where the best, where the competitive the teams can lie competitively with each other. And it's not too big of a gap between each division or each class, from their enrollments and stuff. And I think that's why, when they made the 4A and they kind of condensed 3A and, they split that up. I think that really made those two divisions a lot more competitive in that way, because if you look at, because I remember we wrestled Columbus East when I was at Carroll, and it was just 3 classes, and, it was a good match. I think they probably beat us. I think they beat us in the close one, but at the same time, there's some more advantages when they split it up to 4. So that's my biggest thing. My biggest worry is I like the way our classes are done. I think it has a great competitive, advantage. It keeps the competition blocked in the right way. So,
yeah, I think it's a great event. I really do.
Yeah. So, anyway, back to last week.
Tonight.
So, a couple smaller things before we'll talk about Carnahan here in a minute. Hanover Central over Munster, as you said, was a good one. Westfield over Noblesville, 38-33, and that's one of those matches that probably helped. Even though Noblesville lost, and I'm sure they're trying to find a way that they could get a win there. I think they that helped them in their team state bid. New Prairie over Munster. There. Whiteland over Decatur Central. 2 teams that were in the vote.
Whiteland wasn't in the vote. They said Whiteland declined the vote, and they were really good. As I'm like looking for it, I'm like, can I do a write-in? They said that they declined. So
I thought
Maybe
they
next
were
year.
originally in it, I believe.
Maybe next year for the Whiteland Warriors.
So Penn, you want to talk about this one? The one that almost was Penn and New Prairie. Penn over New
Man,
Prairie 41-31.
we
That was a
we you're gonna get me going on the rants today. There are like two parts of it, man. There's like two pivots off of this. Like, but that was a good duel. I mean,
yeah.
Go ahead, you start off because I think I have some opinions.
So started at heavyweight, and MJ Staples was looking to get a good match. So he weighed in over 165, so he made 75, so he could go 75 or 90, trying to go after a number one ranked wrestler. And I assume Freeman, obviously that's who he was going after. Freeman weighed in at 190. They bumped Staples up. Staples wrestled Alessio Retzloff, who was a state qualifier last year, who's pretty good.
Yep.
Freeman ended up going up to 215. So we had a, watching it all night, a great stream and everything. Some solid announcers. And, it was one of the last two matches. And so everyone, the match was pretty close. And it was going to come down to those last few matches, and everyone was hoping to see that, number one versus number one. We've already had two of them this year. I was hoping that'd be our third. Did not happen. Kind of disappointed because, you always want to see the number ones versus number ones. We've seen two of them already this year, so we've been really spoiled. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
You can never get too many of them. And it's pretty cool to see guys chasing matches. And props to Staples. He's a 165 pounder up to 190, wrestling a 190 pound state qualifier tech fall. And, that's pretty impressive, wrestling up 25 pounds and not only beating him, but tech falling a kid that's Retzloff. Roy came on at the end of the season, and it's going to be pretty good this year for them.
So where do I want to start on this? Like one, the like rivalry there is crazy to me. Like it like pivoted, and I think like that's become like a very heated rivalry. So I don't know if it's a duck. I mean, like obviously they're both gonna be at Al Smith. Like you can go whatever way you want. There'll be another number one wrestler there. I mean, I know MJ was trying to wrestle Cesar Salas when they were in middle school, and the Coach Association kind of stepped in and said he couldn't. But, I mean, Michael White's right there.
Yeah.
Like you can go up to 190. You want up to 190 wrestle Retzloff. I mean, if you're chasing matches, right?
Yeah.
I always find that to be a crazy thing. Like you assume that the other team should do whatever you're going to do.
Yeah.
Like, so I thought that was crazy that they're going at that. You still got a good match in. They didn't send a JV kid out there, and I'm gonna touch back. I'm gonna come back to that too. They didn't send like a backup out there, some kid that didn't know how to wrestle. They sent a state qualifier out. He got a match in, but like it's not Penn's job to wrestle what New Prairie wants to wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
On the pivot of that, like I don't think it's right that you're going on Facebook and trashing officials. Like that dude that was the official saying like, oh, this is nonsense. Cool. Say that to that guy's face, because that guy is definitely a guy that's like by the book. I've watched that guy like be by the book. Like he does not take nonsense, and that you're like assuming that like he did something out of line. Like I think that's stupid. I thought that was a very petty thing, but like I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
The second part to that, now to pivot back to what I was saying, like Penn like had the Henry Wilk this weekend, and they're throwing JV kids out against good kids. You're inviting people to your school to get matches, and then you're throwing out backups. Why? Like not in duels. So Penn's not off the hook on this either. So like I think like it's not Penn's job to like wrestle what New Prairie wants. And like if you want matches, cool. You'll be at Al Smith. Go get whatever match you want. Like cool. If Hyver wants, he wrestled 150 this year, go wrestle Shepherd. I know he's wrestling 57 now. He's a full 50. I seen him at Trikoff. He's pretty big. Like MJ can bump up. Like they want those matches, go do it, right? Yeah. But like to the second part to that is that's not Penn's job. But the other part of that is Penn, when you're inviting people to your school to compete in a Henry Wilk Invitational, like who's a legend of the sport, don't throw JV guys out against Gunner Butt and those guys. Give those guys matches.
Yeah, and they have a good team, and you want your kids to be in those positions to get those tough matches, and that's why you have those, especially against I'm saying, you had Snyder, Homestead, New Pal, and Mishawaka. Obviously, Mishawaka is a rival and local team, but the other teams you're not going to see it until state. You want to see those guys so that if you do have, I always like to have the data on someone. I always like to be able to have our hands on them, what worked, what didn't work, and be able to make that adjustment when it comes to state, especially if you're in those positions. Because I'm pretty positive the guy that would have been at 150 for Butt is a state ranked guy.
Yep.
So you want that. I mean, and Gunner Butt, especially Gunner Butt, who is we're gonna say some, but he's a funky wrestler. He's a tall, lanky, uses his length. I want my hands on that guy. I want to be able to wrestle him, and I know they have good coaches at Penn that are gonna try to find a way to beat him if they wrestle him at state. But wouldn't it be better if you've already wrestled him and your kid's like, dude, I don't want to get in that position. Okay, so stay out of that position.
And I could be completely off base. Maybe he's injured.
Yeah.
Like I have no clue. Or however it goes. Maybe Vinny was 100%. And they were like, hey, this is not the time to wrestle Staples either. I don't know. I'm not there. I know that the semi-state, there's been a couple times they forfeited the semifinal, then wrestled the third and fourth place match. I'm not a fan of that. I think if you forfeit that semifinal match, you shouldn't wrestle the third and fourth place match. You're the fourth now.
Yeah.
I know Elton's in here. I don't like that his kid's not able to wrestle as a senior. I don't know what the thing is there. But, dude, like, come on, bro. Like I don't like that. Like, I don't like when schools – and I've heard that, like, they were signed off and it was an AD thing. And I just feel like, bro, like, that kid's a senior in high school. Like, let him wrestle. Like, why are we – like, as the IHSAA, like, you're supposed to be representing – like, who are you representing? Are you representing the athletes or are you representing the ADs that are, like, taking things from the athletes? Because I think that we went through something similar, and it's like, and we had someone in the IHSA say that, yeah, we don't really go against the ADs. So who are you representing? Like, if Kingston Chavez is wrestling at New Prairie, what do you care? Like, what do you care that he's at New Prairie? Let him go do his thing.
Yeah.
I think that's ridiculous too. So there's no love lost there. It was a good rivalry. So those are my opinions on how it went. I didn't like that they wanted my boy Troy. I think he does a good job. I thought that was in poor taste. I had to have a screenshot sent of it because I guess I'm blocked on social media for some reason. It's someone I've never talked to. Not that I even care. I had to find out because you got blocked. Rocco got blocked.
It's old hat that I get blocked from some social medias.
Yeah, like I don't. And then I'll have people be like, "Yeah, man, he really likes you." Like, I don't care. Like, I really don't.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's an interesting. I mean, and you said both things that might contradict each other, but they are both true at the same time. That it's you want to win the duel, but you also as a fan, obviously we all want to see one versus one. But it's not. As a coach, I gotta look out for my kids. And I'm not gonna put my kid in a position that I don't feel is the best position for them. I mean, it depends on, obviously there could be lots of things going on that we don't know. And it is what it is. Hopefully, maybe we'll see that maybe we'll see him at Al Smith. Maybe he'll bump up there because you can't bump away in that match there.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do is injury default and not wrestle.
Yeah, I think and not just them. Like there was another one today. They're like, oh, he's like chasing matches. I was like, cool. There was a match above him with the guy that was top 5. He didn't wrestle that one. All right, like if you're gonna bump, go get him, man. Like do your thing. I like it. So, yeah. So I just saw all that stuff, and it was like, as it's happening, I'm like texting Joe, like, don't lose us Notre Dame tickets.
Yeah.
Not that we've ever got Notre Dame tickets from it ever.
Yeah. So maybe this year, maybe if I use them on enough graphics, I hope I can get maybe get some. They won't be doing much during the Al Smith, so maybe Marcus will be there and we can talk and kind of get something going.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't go to the kid and be like, "Hey, do you not want to wrestle tonight?" And he's like, "No, man, I'd rather just go 215." I'm sure that's not
Yeah. I'd
happening.
rather wrestle a kid that's 40 pounds heavier than me,
Yeah.
in my weight class. So I don't know. It's an interesting thing, and I see both ends, and I mean, and we're not
Yeah.
going on both sides for there are reasons between things, and obviously that Penn New Prairie rivalry is
And dude, I like those guys. I like Dan Luther is like one of probably my best friends in the wrestling world. Like my daughter went to college with his daughter. Like she played for me. Like I would tell Dan the same thing. And I like Margaret and Devin and Brad. I like those guys too. They're not bad dudes.
Yeah.
With all that being said, I don't know any of the behind the scenes stuff. Like dude, there could have been injuries. There could have been upset tummies. Who knows?
Yeah. So anyway, that's got
What do you think, Rocco? What do you think, Rocco? Let him wrestle?
Did you want to see Vinny versus Staples? Yeah. You want to see one versus one?
Yeah, kind of, but
he's a man of few words all of a sudden. So, what else happened last week? We had the Carroll Super Duel.
Marion County.
Yeah, Marion County. A Garrett versus
a very well seated Columbus Easton Invitational.
Yes, very well seated. I think the seeds were perfect. I don't know. I didn't even see how they shook out, but we didn't get any complaints. Either that or Cooper just sent them to our spam box.
No, I thought they were good. I kind of like glanced over the stuff. Like there were some spots where you had to stay by the book, and I think we put in there like, hey, like this is probably going to happen, and it did.
Yeah.
I would say the rankings held up better at the Carnahan than the seeds did for Indiana guys.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe we need to.
We were not. Yeah, we were not asked to seed that one.
Yes, but we will seed your tournament free of charge. So if you are, we got two coming up this week with the Al Smith and the Connorsville Spartan Classic. So Mooresville, Mater Dei. Hey, that's what we're doing Sunday. So
we're not doing Mooresville. No one's asked us.
Yeah. So if you know someone, we'll send you bacon if we. Yeah. So I was going to talk about Carroll Super Duel. Carroll came down kind of to the last match. I mean, it did come to the last match, a 2-point match. So Garrett came away with a win. Some other matches in there that were close. East Side was 3-2. They lost to Carroll and Garrett. But East Side's pretty good, pretty solid 1A team. Kind of interested to see how they do the rest of the, in the 1A. Obviously, a little bit of a vested interest. Garrett Pebble, their head coach, I have known for quite a while. Marion County.
Kane Carter has some big wins at the Carroll Super Duel.
He must be on that Butler McDonald's diet now.
That's what I heard.
Secret sauce.
We didn't even give a shout out. Congratulations, Cathedral, winning the city all over again.
Yes, they won the whole city. I think they lost like 5 matches.
Man, I was disappointed to not see Sisson at for Tecumseh 126. I thought he was going to be in the mix there.
Let's see. There we go. So the Marion County, what was the 175? Manfred Ishola over Michael MJ Morton. That's a big win. Ishola from Speedway.
Yeah, I saw that one today.
For him.
Yeah, gotta have to get a profile. Man, I actually put it in the spreadsheet now, and I'm not even sure. My geography is not always the greatest, but like, does Speedway go to Evansville or they go to Indy?
They go to Indy. They go to Newcastle. So yes.
Yeah, that's a good win for Maz.
Yeah, he had a good win in the semis too, I believe, over Lyric Mitchell possibly. He had a couple. I had to look him up and added a couple. Lyric Mitchell, was in the semi-state rankings, so added him a profile. So
Marion County is always a really good tournament too.
Yeah.
Look like some good matches.
Yeah, a little bit. In Johnson County had some good matches there too. A lot of ranked matchups. You had Whiteland, Center Grove, Franklin.
Cats are in Evansville.
They go to Evansville? What? No, they don't.
They said they're in the sectional. They're in the hardest sectional ever.
I guess
38 at Marion County was good. Donald Bowie, Gavin Kemp, down 08, Cole Goodman.
So where's Carol in the?
Shout out to Tyler Sandusky in the chat. Champ at 157 at his first Marion County.
He won the whole county time.
Leading the vaunted Mooresville Regional.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. Heavyweight
was good too.
Yeah, heavyweight had some pretty good guys. I saw the Lawrence North heavyweight at Westfield, and he's pretty solid. Carlos Posadas. He wrestled the Carroll guy pretty good for the first period until they let Carroll get on top. And that didn't last long there, but there's some solid heavyweights there. I think heavyweight in Newcastle's kind of going to be crazy. I think you're going to have some pretty good guys. Joe Maverick is there. He looked pretty good. And
Jackson Apple. Eventually, I think they'll get Jakari Markey back.
Yeah, Markey, I believe, is injured. I do not know if he'll wrestle at Al Smith. I don't think he's on the list yet.
I think heavyweight's probably one of the deepest it's been in a long time. I thought, like, overall, just looking at the rankings, like, I know the semi-states go 10 deep, but I feel like there's 10 guys at a lot of those. Merry Christmas, Derek Van Tichel. Always one of the best dudes. But yeah, heavyweight's a great weight. It'll be interesting.
Yep. So, yeah, you can go get a drink. You don't have to stay in here the whole time.
Johnson,
hold your hostage.
Can I stay in here?
Who is did it come down to Franklin and Center Grove?
Yeah. I believe
Center Grove was down a couple guys too, right? They're down Don Brown and Peyton Hornsby.
Yeah. I don't know so Center Grove won 50-16. So I guess I did not see Hornsby was not wrestling, but man, unsportsmanlike conduct on the coach for Franklin. Which coach was that? It wasn't the professor. It can't be the professor. He never goes.
Jimmy T gets fired up. He's going to be a little fiery.
Yeah. So Center Grove's pretty tough. It's gonna be, obviously I think they're in the mix at Team State also. We'll see them at Al Smith. And Franklin's pretty solid, and they have a pretty solid team top to bottom. And that should be interesting to see how that all shakes out there. So the big one of the week, the Carnahan Memorial Classic Championship. John McKee also was this weekend. Rochester.
Yeah, semi-state rankings starting to come together. Yeah, John McKee and Twin Lakes. So Twin Lakes Invitational. Hobart Super Duel, Hanover Central, the champs there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a lot of good events. This week's not as much, but we'll be getting prepped for the Al Smith and stuff. So the Carnahan, bringing up the brackets. Real good event. What do you see there, I guess?
That those guys have done it really, and I'm not gonna lie, guys. Your boy was hurting on Saturday. Luckily they had to stream the whole day. Man, Brownsburg's really good. I think they've done a really good job of bringing strong individuals in. On top of like Michigan has some weird travel rules where they're not able to go to like an Ironman, so it's cool to get those guys there. You had Marmion looked really good, and then like Crown Point and Brownsburg obviously did a good job. Jackson Bradley had a really good day at 157. Beat Deacon Dressler and beat Peyton and Parker Reynolds. 38 was a really good weight class. I guess I should probably start from the top. Connor Maddox, next level right now, man. He's so good.
Yeah,
I thought that was a good move for Crown Point. Louis Kennison cutting to 106. I know he wrestled at 109 at IHPO. Lost early on to Hudson Chittum of Cleveland, Tennessee, who I believe is ranked nationally, right?
Yeah.
And then came back and beat him in the. You got the brackets up.
Yeah, might as well put the bracket up there.
So Louis lost to him early, and then wrestled all the way back to third, beat him in the third and fourth place match. For a guy that I don't believe he won any matches at 113 at Ironman to beat a guy that's nationally ranked that was a placer there. Kaliamoko, I think that's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
Over Sebastian Garcia, who's an Indiana kid, that was a good match. And then Kennison over Kaliamoko. But I mean, right now, like Connor Maddox is wrestling out of his mind.
Yeah, he's pretty darn good.
Connor Maddox.
And he's he's wrestling really well. Going to be kind of fun to watch him the rest of the year. And I saw that against Noblesville, he wrestled all the way up to 120. So he's not afraid to help out the team. So that'll be interesting to see because they have a pretty good backup 6-pounder in one of the heads.
Yeah.
So it could be interesting to see what they do at Team State. Do they just weigh him at 13 and flip him in the other head, brother?
Because I think he could be big in between too. So
yeah. So that could be very interesting to see what they do.
I think in a matchup with Crown Point Brownsburg, I think Crown Point doesn't match up as well with Center Grove as they do Brownsburg. Like Kennison being at 6, he wrestled Huddleston there, and he ended up getting a major. I think that's a huge swing in that match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
13 ducking, loser by fall with 1 second left in the match.
Was that like a defensive fall or something? Because
I didn't see that match, so that was one of the ones I didn't see. But I know my boy Caleb Sprunger said he wasn't impressed with how that match was officiated. I didn't see who the official was, so I can't defend him, and I didn't see the match. I can go back and watch it. I paid for the stream.
Yeah. So him over Ducking beat Westfall in the semis. K Jackson was third. Who did Jackson lose to?
He lost like first match, right?
Yeah, K Jackson. He lost first match to the Graham kid, and then beats him in the consies. So got a little revenge there. 120, Case Bell.
Dominant.
Doesn't appear he gave up any points. I think he was a little not happy with his performance at Ironman. Beat. I keep seeing that Haynes, and I'm thinking it's like Haynes from Brownsburg. But
I thought, and like not to, I didn't like. Obviously, we didn't do the seeding. I thought Case Bridge was pretty low. Especially, I thought he wrestled pretty well at Ironman.
Yeah.
So to be like that low in that match, and then he wrestled back for third. When I very first saw that, I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, I don't know what those other guys their criteria were, but
Jose Cordero is a state champ for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Mason Haynes might also be a state champ. I'm not sure about Jake Landis of Graham.
Yeah. So, I mean, Bridge made it probably farther as far as Landis did, or the Graham kid but 4-5 doesn't matter. Big one at 126 semifinals. Hockaday over Busco 8-5. Hockaday's know how to wrestle, and Ryan. You have a brother that's really good, and you always expect him to be just as good, if not better. But I think he's starting to really come around, and I think there's a high ceiling with him. Obviously, you see what his brother did, and you're going to try to compare it, and you really shouldn't. But at the same time, you see what his brother's capable of, and I think he's starting to come under his own, and things are starting to click.
Shout out to Kyle Ersman, man. He told me last year that Ryan was going to be really good, and obviously he didn't have even the middle school I think that Jake had. And I was like, "Are you just telling me that because his last name's Hockaday? Because Jake's obviously really good." And he's like, "Nah, he works incredibly hard. He's like, he's going to turn some heads. He's like, maybe not this year, but definitely next year." And he had a really good summer. Won freshman, sophomore. Did really well at IHPO. Beat some guys with some medals. and then goes out and beats Noel Verduzco, and then wins it. I think McClure beat him at IHPO this year. So that was the turnaround, and just wrestled really well. He looked good. Me and my brother were talking about it, and I don't know where Dickman's at with his injury, but like you could have 2 top 5 guys in your room at 126 pounds.
Yeah.
Like obviously Dickman's one when he comes back. He's a 3-time defending state champ, like nationally ranked blue chip prospect, and Ryan's beat. Noel's very good. He beat the Warren Central kid. His name's escaping me right now. Who was runner up at Marion County. Like he's beat some guys this year with some medals where he's had a good run and he's only getting better. Like the more confidence he's getting, he's only getting better. I mean, you got some Indiana medals in there. Like obviously Noel is very good. Will Gafton Hodges is an Indiana kid. He's a Crown Point kid who had a really good ISWA career. Colin Strayer's got a medal. I believe Cordero also is a medalist in Cleveland, Tennessee. So,
yeah,
shout out to Ryan. That's probably the one that I was watching that match, and they kind of traded some takedowns, and Ryan really wrestled really well. I think he took him down first, and then I think he took him down late too.
Yep. You're thinking of Jet McGuire.
Jet McGuire, yep.
132, Nate Rio.
Man.
Nick Garcia.
Nick Garcia was at 126 at Ironman. I had to go back and look at it, why they didn't meet up. That's probably the worst I've ever seen Nate get beat. Like Nate's really good. Obviously, he's in the finals of Ironman. And Garcia, I think, beat him worse. Like, he got in a 7-point hole right off the bat. But, worse than Rainey did. Like, Garcia looked really good. Nate, I think, got a takedown late. Maybe got some swipes, but I know he got a takedown for sure.
Yeah. And I don't know what Jensen, who is Jensen Boyd? Like, what seeded 6th? He was 6th at Ironman.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I don't know.
What do we hate? What's
well, Nick Garcia, let me look at it here. Nick Garcia is really good, obviously.
Yeah.
Wyatt Lees, I believe, is a 2-time champ for Detroit Central Catholic. He beat him in sudden victory. It was a good match. And then Lees came back and beat him in the 3rd and 4th. Katzer has been at IHPO. He was runner up there. He lost to Peyton Wargo, maybe.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Past that, I don't know why. I don't know enough about.
Maybe they said just get him away from Rio because you just saw him, which is very possible. It's just.
That was a deep Indiana weight. I'm happy that Lucas Day is back on the mat. I know transferring back, you got to sit so many days as a senior. He was back in there. Elijah Brody came up for the matches, which is exciting for Mount Vernon. Gavin Lewis was in there. I think what did he go 1 and 2 or 2 and 2?
Lewis is
got a bye, lost to Garcia.
He beat Day, then lost to Lees. I mean, that's a deep weight class.
Yeah, that was a good weight.
38 got some good matches in there.
I was actually surprised Evan lost that one in the final. He got taken down, just couldn't get a takedown at the end. But that was a run, man. You had a state semifinal match in the quarters.
Yeah.
3rd and 4th place match in the quarters with Richards and Stanley. And the Stanley and Thrine, Thrine and Haynes was really good. Obviously 1-0. Thrine rode him out the entire 3rd. Dude, that first takedown at 144 is about the nicest fireman I've ever seen anyone hit. Evan, it looked like Evan walked right into it.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to pit him at the first. And then he kind of came out at the end, started getting some takedowns. Thrine, and then there's a rumor Thrine might go 32, which I would think after leaving that, I'm like, put me at 38, I'm winning this thing. I'm in the mix.
Yeah. Yeah. Mason Gels was 3rd. Gels over Richards. Richards over Haynes.
Again, a weird seating, right? And not to trash it. Whoever seated it, whatever. I'm sure they did a Saturday morning seating meeting. How does Gels get the 1 over Stanley, who just placed at Super 32 when Gels was there and he didn't? And then he has to run this gauntlet of Richards, Thrine, Haynes wrestled really well. He put out Sonny Sessa. Sessa, I think, I don't know if he got a dub. Maybe he got a buy in there.
Yeah.
So that was weird seeding to me too.
There's a lot of state medals in that. Yeah, that was a weirdly seeded. It seems like they were going off your best high school state placement. But then why is Gels over Thrine though? Unless it was last year's. I don't know. That's a weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
I always love.
Yeah, you won the matches though, and I'm glad to see that we had a Stanley versus Thrine.
Yeah, I was happy Thrine. I didn't know it because I mean, dude, he's had single-digit losses in his career. I think last year he doubled his losses at Carnahan and said, "Now I'm coming back and keeping wrestling." So,
yeah, that's props to him for coming. I mean, especially last year. I mean, it was week of, and him and his coach are
they hosted Super Bowl that day.
There was absolutely no hesitation.
Yeah, and they hosted Newcastle hosted Super Bowl that day. So,
yeah. So props to him for getting after it and not being afraid to go after there. I mean, we have reached out to schools and teams about getting into tournaments and saying, hey, and some are, we're fine where we are. We don't want to hurt our record. And someone like him's like, yeah, I mean, no hesitation whatsoever, which is Coach Black and him. That tells me a lot of what I want you want to hear. And if the college coaches are out there, like, this kid's not afraid to go after it.
Dude, he's freaky athletic.
That's pretty good. So,
like, he's so athletic, it's crazy. I can see those
last year's state finish, last year Carnahan.
Yeah, I can see those 5 getting medals, right? You can see Stanley, Thrine, Richards, Gels, Haynes. That'd be tough. It's gonna be tough because Gels, Haynes, and one other, like, that's just a really tough area, and they're gonna draw. They get each other semi-state too, so it'd be difficult.
Yeah. So 144.
He's really good.
Braylon Reynolds.
Really, really good.
Over Sam Mosier. That's Braylon. He likes to put points on the board. All Tex except 17-4 major over Tejan Newell.
I thought Tejan Newell scrapped in that match too. I thought that was just good. And then I thought Reed and Chef was a really good match. Like, if you watch that match, the third period, you wouldn't even think that Luke was up. Like, he was just firing off shots. Like, I think he fired off so many shots. Maybe Chef thought he was actually winning. He was started defending. He's like, maybe.
That's Coach Cook's. That's Cook's strategy.
He was raging,
playing chess, not chess.
But and hopefully Luke's not that injured. I know after that match with Reynolds, he defaulted out. I think he tweaked his shoulder in there. Shout out to Mosier too. Shout out to Delta for coming back to the event. I know it was pretty scary last year when Boyd broke his elbow there. So I was like, man, and we kind of called them last second too. And it would have been real easy to be like, nah, we're not going to do that. We just did Iron Man and came out and showed out. Backside, Chef over Newell. We already said Luke Reed ended up pulling out. Chef wrestled all the way back to third. So.
Yeah, what's crazy is looking through the guys of state medals that didn't place, and it's not. I mean, that's how deep this tournament is, and pretty. Shout out to Coach Lorick and Big Bill, getting those teams in there and making it a premier event.
Well, I think I was talking to someone, one of my college buddies, and they're like, "Where does Braylon Reynolds come from?" I was like, "Man, he's just steadily getting better every year." Mm-hmm. Like, as a freshman, he was good. Like, obviously, he was a state medal good. He was in the semis. And then last year, I felt like he jumped a level. And then I even feel like now, like last year, he was like on that like brink of medaling at the events. Now he's like right there, like placing at these events. And then next year, who knows?
Yeah.
So shout out to the Reynolds family for working hard.
So 150, Clinton Shepard.
He's pretty good too.
He was not getting paid by the hour. It does not appear. Yeah, was he at the Christmas party too, or did they?
Yeah, he came out to the Christmas. We invited him. I brought Joey and those guys. I mean, I was a plus one, so I think it's always not recommended to bring a +1+1, but they were downtown. If they want to come out, like, nah, you need to go home, get some sleep, get some rest. We were out way too late. I blame Kim.
She's a bad influence on you.
Yeah, running them streets of the Windy City. Nah, Shepard's really good. That Gibbs, I was excited to see that Gibbs and Shepard match. I think there was a little bit of grumbling when we put Shepard 1, or I put Shepard 1 over Tommy, who was a returning champ. And I was like, well, guy was, just in the finals of Super 32. He's, he's pretty good, and he wrestled really well there. I mean, tech fall, looks to score points. Chase Klein wrestled well. He wrestled back to third. I thought Avon did really good on the backside where they fell through. Cohen Long ended up sixth. Who else was in there? That was all the Indiana guys?
Yeah. So
Mount Carmel left a couple guys at home. No Kaselki, no Williamson. And a couple Indiana guys. I always like to see how they do against other Indiana guys.
157.
The bottom part of that bracket, again, who knows how they seeded it, but I liked it because we got to see some guys that don't get those matches all the time come out and wrestle each other. Jackson Bradley, Deacon Dressler was a really good match.
Yeah. We don't get the Cowan versus Gibson Southern matches very often.
I think he got possibly 7 at the end. He might have taken Dressler to his back there. I thought it was pretty close. Yep.
So you got 7.
Cut him loose. Yep. Got a takedown to his back. So really good match there. Then Reynolds and Bradley. That was a really late takedown. That's 7-2.
Yeah, he got 3 near fall at the end. He got a takedown with 3 seconds, and
yeah, that takedown was close. There was a close takedown in between. They kind of got in a weird position, and then Bradley ends up getting the takedown with 3 seconds left. With 3 seconds, and he got 3 swipes. So
yeah.
Parker wrestles back for third. Parker was a finalist there. He lost to Crosby there last year, and he beats Dressler 7-0 in the third and fourth place match.
165.
Griffin Van Tichel and Liam Kelly was a really good match in the semis. Asher Ratliff coming down. So that was the real sad part, that I went to the Christmas party, even though I had the best time ever. It was amazing, and the food was really good. I didn't get to go hang out with the Ratliffs and all those guys. They're downtown partying it up without me. Ratliff, Leahy rematch, 4-2 Ratliff.
And
Griff over Ratliff for third.
So 175. No Indiana guys in the finals, or you had Griffin Larson, highest placer, fourth.
Griffin Larson, Ben Clark was a really good match in that wrestle consolation quarterfinal. Would that be?
Yeah. Consolation.
Yeah, that was a good match. Overtime. I think Griffin tied it up late, and they got a takedown in overtime.
So 190. Sam Howard, Boonville. Good to see Boonville.
Boone Vegas.
He
rolled that tournament, right? Except for that 7-3.
Came in as a 5 seed, tech, overtime, and major. So
Rod Owens is good. I saw Rod Owens there last year. I believe that's who beat Xavier Smith from Fishers. I think he hit him with a lat drop.
Yeah. So that was a good win for him. And no other Indiana play. Noah. Is it Noah Moras?
Yeah.
Nathan Moraska from Avon. That's a good showing for him. That could be kind of one that, he had some good wins. So place him there. 215.
Caesar out there putting the work, not getting paid by the hour either.
Nope. He had a he had a date, probably a long day, wanted to get over with.
Yeah, I mean, I bet he went and probably hit some weights afterwards, a little clanging and banging.
Yes. 219 Gorillas.
Yeah, 219 Gorillas. Beat Camden Williams, a Whiteland there. He came down, which is great. He beat the 4 seed. and then wrestled Caesar. And then what did Williams end up placing? 6th?
Yeah. Or Williams, he ended up being 6th. Lost to Borsma in the 5th.
He's All-American at the summer, right?
Yeah, he had a real good summer. And then 285.
That finals was really good.
Yeah, what did you say? He gave up 7
right off the bat.
Yep, and then clawed his way back. Pretty good.
That dude, that boy was trying to go upper body with him. He definitely wanted to go up there and do some throws.
Yeah, so good tournament for him. Tony Brooks
third.
When I saw him I guess I'd never really seen him. I thought he was like, I guess a more traditional type heavyweight, a little pudgy and stuff. He's kind of tall and thin and moves pretty well. So he'll be.
And then you got the new prodigy, the heavyweight whisperer got him a prodigy here, sophomore, ran it back to get a medal. Or did he lose in the match before the medal? No, he got 4th, right?
So
yeah.
So we'll see how good he is. He's a big weight guy coming up here tomorrow. So we'll see how good the whisperer is.
Yeah, like I said, heavyweight's deep. Heavyweight's pretty deep.
So and let's put this back on here. Brownsburg ran away with it team wise. It really wasn't. Kind of disappointed in the team portion of it, just because you basically had 2 full teams and then 7 or 8 with 10 to 12 guys. It just, I don't know. It just seems like it was kind of almost a foregone conclusion. But Brownsburg first, Marmion, Dundee, then Crown Point. So I don't know. It seems like it was like 9 semi-full teams and then a bunch of stragglers. So hopefully they, bring in. I like the stragglers, the guys that are coming in, getting those matches. But I'd like to see a little bit more team race, or just don't keep team scores. I don't care. Doesn't matter. So
yeah, I mean, it's a cool event, and I mean, I know like some of the teams are invited to bring their whole teams, and I think maybe they were watching some of the other shows and said, well, maybe we'll send our guys somewhere else and get them some matches, more at their level. And I don't know. They probably weren't watching the show, but I like to think they were.
So, so that's a great event, and pretty cool that it continues to grow and bringing in those guys. I think that was a great idea, and try to fill those brackets out as much as possible. So
I like that we got to have a little piece of it too, like a very small part. Like we were one of the first guys that were like reaching out to people and trying to get those guys in, which was cool. Like you and I were texting like, oh man, could we get this person? Could we get this person? Like, let's reach out here. Who would fit in there? And you really want to see like some of the guys that aren't able to get to Ironman go and compete with some of the best guys in the country.
Yep. So this week we have for a light week, we have some pretty good matches. Columbus East, Franklin, 1 and 3. That might change.
Reschedule.
Yeah, reschedule.
The showdown.
So that's tomorrow night, and I'll be.
Where's it at? Is it at Franklin?
I have it as at Franklin. It might be at Columbus East.
They're gonna rage on the stage or what?
There'll be some raging, I'm sure. So that'd be a good one. Garrett is traveling down to Brownsburg tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna that heavyweight that we just talked about is gonna get Diesel down there?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So there should be some good matches there. Obviously Garrett has some, it's a tall task, but Nick's not afraid to throw his guys into the fire. So
I'm excited that Karma went there and Garrett's going there. I know Columbus East has gone there in the past. Are they still going there this year?
I do not know for certain.
I know that they've said they've had trouble getting duels in the past, like weekday duels, and which is difficult with like senior nights and things like that. So shout out to Garrett for heading down.
Yeah. So yeah, and then you have Adams Central Belmont, battle for Adams County. Pride. I'm
Man,
pretty positive it will be on WZBD with the
I
Hall of
thought Rex
Famer
told us.
Rex.
Did Hall of Famer Rex Brewer tell us that it wasn't going to be on there? That they're doing basketball that night or something? Or was that a different one?
That had to be a different one. There's no way they're not doing the Belmont Adams Central match on the radio.
Showdown.
Yes, that's it should be a good match. That should be a real good match. I don't know how they line up the
I bet Rex and Dane's ratings shot up after they put that camera on themselves. Getting that handsome look, bringing the female fans.
Yes, I mean it helped us.
I know. It's on it. I'm gonna listen. I don't know if I get WZBD. I might have to listen to my computer. I'm gonna listen to the sweet voices of the Adams Central Belmont. Is it Adams Central?
It's at Belmont, so I think they're bringing back all their third place finishers and honoring them.
Nice.
So,
that's probably a lot.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a big crowd. Obviously, it's kind of holidays, so a lot of people are in town, so it should be a good one. That's pretty much the Grant Four is tonight. The Eastern Holiday Classic. I have to double check some of these dates, but ECIC is tomorrow. That's always a real good small
On Christmas Eve.
Cool event.
Tomorrow's not
Pitt
Christmas
County,
Eve.
Newcastle, South Adams, Alexandria, and I don't know why you have two of these in there.
Add my own personal fact checker. I said on Christmas Eve, and then my personal assistant said that's not Christmas Eve. So.
Yeah, so I gotta double check some of these holidays. I do have the Mooresville as the 26th. I really highly doubt that is correct, but I gotta check those. I'll add that to my long list of to-dos of graphics and everything. Power polls. I heard power polls are pretty popular.
We're not doing a lot at the office right now, so hopefully Cleveland Cliffs isn't listening. But I went to lunch today. I was working on rankings, a lot of mixing up in the rankings. We had a discussion about maybe changing some ones, but I think we voted against it. There's no need for it.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, it's always kind of weird in a way when you don't want to drop a kid after they haven't lost, but you do want to reward kids for the good wins too. It's kind of hard when you get to a certain point when guys aren't going to see each other or they aren't going to maybe seed the top five competition basically throughout the season unless they bump up a weight class or two. So
when is the seeds for the
don't know when the seeds are for team state. Were you not there last night?
I got a side text that told me that you guys are going head to head with the best show in Indiana wrestling.
Yeah, man, that's
hurt my feelings.
So yeah, supposedly, just so people know, January 5th. That is kind of what what the tentative schedule is right now. So we don't know what that will be exactly. Dane has not sent out the schedule nor the script. So we won't know for sure, but we will do something. I don't know if we'll go back to back or we will just go Tuesday. It depends on. There's a lot of things. That's like 2 weeks away.
How far is the drive for me to go to the Double Eagle?
Aren't you going to come after team state on like the 10th or 11th, whatever that is?
I will be there. I'm gonna be in beautiful Fort Wayne, Indiana.
I mean, no better place to be. God's country.
God's country. I didn't go last year. Joe went and watched my kid play. I didn't go.
Yeah, that's at the Plex. The Plex East. Just so if Arizman's trying to get there, Plex East.
It's just a 3-hour drive, 6 hours round trip in the car. Maybe I'll stop in at the Double Eagle, see if I try all this good food I'm always hearing about.
Yeah, I had a good burger last night. That's.
If you wear a Rex and Dane shirt, do you get in for free?
I don't think they don't even card.
Good, man.
So yeah,
it's 154 miles from me, Rex. Fastest route, 2 hours and 53 minutes.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's just stay back a little bit later on when you guys come up here, and we can have the team state debriefing show.
Yeah, let me run that rep by my family.
You're on the 8 a.m. game and get eliminated in the bracket first round, and then they're not going to want to stay around for the rest of the night.
I probably won't be as happy either. If that scenario right there happens, I'm not going to be to have on the show.
There's very few times you're happy to lose at the 8 a.m. game.
No, never. You know, I'll take that back. So sometimes when you get like these bigger tournaments, you have to play in the bracket, and I always feel like if we play bad and then pool, we don't get to make it to bracket on Sunday. At least I get my Sunday off.
Yeah,
I'd rather have my Sunday off than go get whooped. So.
Yeah, I saw one where that your last your guaranteed third game or whatever was at like noon or something. I'm like, oh, I don't want to stick around just to play a exhibition, basically. So,
man, we had to buy like we're in a showcase, and we killed in pool. And this is like you obviously your kids are young, so and my kid didn't do it, so it wasn't my kid. I'm telling other people's kids. And we had like a 3:00 game, and we had some players that had been out all night, and they played like they had been out all night, looking like Johnny Moxon in Friday Night Lights, or not Friday Night Lights, but Varsity Blues.
Yes.
And I was like, man, these amateurs, like like you can go. You're 5 hours away. You should have been up 3 hours ago. You should be already past that. But then I felt like that this weekend, so I understand where they're at.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, I should have hung out at the AC Andrean game. I was there too, but I was watching a school play.
We are seeding the Connersville and Al Smith, so that's going to be fun. I guess next Monday, I got to find when the Al Smith seeding meeting is going to be. So we're going to probably go live right after that. Do you want the link? You can join in.
Yeah, probably.
You can join. The best part is I hope I can mute a few coaches. Harper. Harper won't even figure out the link anyway. But by the time he figures that link out, we're going to be like at heavyweight, and he won't know what hit him. So,
man, so if you're in those events, get your rosters turned in so we can get that all taken care of.
Yep. I think we are probably Sunday-ish as we're going to start hammering them out. Actually, we're starting to hammer it out now, but that's when we're going to converse with each other. So it should be good. The Spartan Classic's pretty solid this year. Franklin's in there. I was just going to look at some of the teams. Franklin, Boonville's there. Carroll, Cowan will be there. East Central, East Noble, Fishers, as I said, Franklin, Greenfield Central, Heritage Hills. Chittard is going the gauntlet over the holidays. They're going to Connersville on the 30th and 31st. Then the 2nd and 3rd, they're going to Al Smith, and then they're doing Team State.
My boy has to go out and see if what's up with all these hidden gems. I can't just talk about it. Got to be about it.
Yes. So Lawrence.
He said, "Tell me about a hidden gem wrestling tournament."
Yeah. Yes. So Newcastle will be there. New Pal. Peru's there now. They're not at the Al Smith, and Switzerland County, Valpo. Yep.
Coach Cook's gonna be in the house.
Yep. So that should be a good event. I'm looking for. I think they kind of have reloaded some of the teams, and obviously Franklin's new. There is, what is it, Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday is the Modern Day Classic of next week. So kind of a weird holiday year. So the holiday tournaments are all jumbled up. It's very rare that the Al Smith is actually in the next year. So,
man, I thought the Al Smith was in this year. I was like, man, I'm not gonna be able to go. But now that I found out it's not, I might be able to go both days.
Nice.
And they have internet now?
Yeah. Yes, amazing. Amazing.
I
They
feel
finally
like my internet's not working as good tonight. They probably stole it from me.
that's why. So yep, and the Al Smith. I was gonna let's see, where's my you get
New
all the
teams in this year.
yeah, we got a few new teams are in.
Hanover Central,
Yep.
Bishop Chatard,
Bishop
Homestead.
Homestead, Concord is in, and then Hanover Central. I think those are the four new teams that are in. Concord was a late add just because of that team. I don't know exactly how it works, but exactly kind of backed out, uh, and it's better for them to. I think the team's now at the Connersville, which will be a better event for them anyway. But it's going to be a great event. Seating meeting's going to be fun. Hopefully, people get all their stuff in, and we can start seating this stuff. Let's see. Hi,
Hanover Central, Bishop Chatard, Concord, Homestead,
Bishop Chatard, Concord, and then which one? Hanover. I'm typing it so Nick can read it. I don't know if he can read. He's a New Prairie grad.
Don't say that. I already gave those guys the business. I'm probably already on the hate mail list.
Not getting a Christmas card, not getting that gift card to, I don't even know what a restaurant is in New Prairie.
And I don't know either. I mean, I don't know. Me and Dan will still be boys. Yeah. He's my guy.
So, so we get to see that ranking stuff.
Ranking stuff.
We are ranking the best
Woo!
song.
3rd out of 3. It ain't bad. That ain't bad. 3rd place on the Port County Spelling Bee. That's better than me, actually.
Out of how many?
Man, I'm not even going to talk trash because I'm a terrible speller.
Yes, you are. Yes, I will confirm.
I'm an awful speller, and I'm awful at pronouncing things. So when they let me get on the mic, it's tough.
I triple confirm that you are a terrible speller.
Kim will confirm that also. Me and every English teacher I've ever had. Watkins told me one time, I lost to someone that was a pretty good student, and he said not only did he whoop you, he'd also whoop you in a spelling bee. and it hurt. It hurt because it was true.
Yeah. I will triple confirm that. I have to.
That's why some guys get multiple profiles.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Let's see. I need to condense this a little bit so we can see this. Okay. There we go. We're gonna take that off. There we go. Best songs. So I'm not a good song person, but I'm gonna try my best. Much like
you could have brought the kids in to help this time. Like this would have been a good spot for the kids to come in, but
yes.
All right, I'll start off this week. You started last week.
Okay.
My number 5. Nick already said I'm a region homer. I'm going. I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Jackson 5. Original Mike before he became Michael Jackson. Before he became a weirdo. But representing Gary, Indiana. You can go to Michael Jackson's original house. It's pretty small. It's right behind Roosevelt High School. You can drive right there. Have a nice plaque outside. But now knowing that we know that Joe Jackson wasn't a good dad, when he was probably telling his mom that she was kissing Santa Claus, he probably wasn't very happy.
Yes, yeah, that's and in Gary they are building the new Soldier Field. So
allegedly.
we
need to refix the Civic Center, the Genesis Center.
So I'm going with a good classic. I don't even know who sings this one, but Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. Always a fun one. So I don't know who sings it. As I said, songs aren't my thing. So I had to look at these. I'm like, oh, and I did not prepare very well. So I'm sure I'll get blasted as always.
Even my number 4, even though it's not as cool anymore, I guess, you know, I'm going Baby It's Cold Outside, Dean Martin. I like the song. Like, I never listened to it. It was like, man, this guy's being a little pushy. I thought he was just being persistent. So, you know, some people are trying to, I think it's Dean Martin, right?
Dean Martin, yes, as because
I
my
guess
Bing Crosby. I was like, okay.
Bing Crosby sings one too.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I got a Bing Crosby for my honorable mention. So.
Okay, I got White Christmas by Bing Crosby. Good classic. You know, you got the classic singers, obviously Dean Martin, Bing Crosby. My number 1 will be a good one. So, yeah.
He does have a beautiful voice.
Yes.
I'm going to go with my number 3. Man, and I feel like I've been listening to this a lot lately, and I feel like this one just jumped on the list this year. It's Christmas, Baby Please Come Home, Darlene Lowell. I've been on that one. That one's been on my Christmas rotation.
By who? Darlene?
I think it's Low.
Okay.
I could be wrong there, but it's been covered a couple times. But I like the original version.
I gotta start listening to Christmas music. It's almost Christmas. I gotta do Christmas shopping.
Police are here now.
Uh-oh.
It's actually OC. She's the police.
She's the police.
Man, speaking of Christmas music, we were sitting on the couch yesterday, and dude, someone banged on my door like they were the police, all extra crazy. I got a cat. He's all skittish. He ran out and hid. There's a whole bunch of kids outside Christmas caroling. I said, man, they banged on my door harder than anyone's ever hit my door ever.
Did it scare you a little bit?
A little bit. I was like, did Amazon just come back and give me the wrong package or something? Like,
I think we are going to have a guest ranker come in because someone must be watching downstairs. I am waiting. See who busts through the door. Are you watching it downstairs?
No, I just heard you.
Oh, you just heard us. Okay, so we're ranking best Christmas songs. I'll let you do number 3.
Okay.
What's your favorite Christmas song? I have a video of you singing Jingle Bells when you're like 1 and just ringing a bell.
Yeah, Jingle Bell. Not Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle Bell Rock by, I think Bobby Helms is what I had on there. So he was already on my list. So that's not a bad choice.
Was that your number 1? You took the number 1?
No.
Jingle Bells is my actual number 1.
That's your number 1? So, yeah, what's your, so yeah, that's a good, I had it on my list. I have 1 honorable mention. So
my number 2, Christmas Time in Hollis, Run DMC.
You need to make one for me.
Christmas Time in Hollis?
HOLLIS. Hollis, Queens, man. You don't listen to Run? That's like, I could listen to that one all year also.
Can I have one?
That's what
you can help me. You can help me mine.
Come on, man.
What number 1 Jingle Bells?
Jingle Bells, just the regular Jingle Bells? No. I'm gonna go a classic. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's not a bad time. Obviously, holiday tournaments. That's why it's the most wonderful time of the year, right?
Should I go to my honorable mentions before I go to number 1?
Yeah, we can do honorable mentions.
I have 2 honorable mentions. 1, All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey. I just feel like it got overplayed. I used to really like it, but now I feel like it's just too much. And then this other one I heard on the way to Chicago, and I said, you know what? I like this song. I'm going to put it on there. It's Mali Kalakimoko Bing Cosby, so I want to see you spell it. It's like N-E-L.
Who is it by?
Bing Cosby. So it's funny that you were trashing my spelling because I was like, man, I'm gonna get this so good. because that's not how you spell it.
I won't fix it though.
What's grandma got ran over by a reindeer?
You've never heard that song?
I don't think so.
Oh my
Dang, that's
goodness.
child abuse.
Oh my goodness.
What should I do?
What's your honorable mentions, Joe?
My honorable mention is going to be Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. What are yours? Jingle Bells?
I don't know. No.
That's my number one, so don't say that one out loud.
Which one?
This one right here.
Oh.
So what other Jingle Bells?
Nah, I don't put Jingle Bell.
What's? Do you have any honorable mentions?
Gotta think.
You got to go on the fly. Mike actually made a list today.
This time I made a list.
Rex
Usually I
would
go
be
on the
proud. Rex would be very proud. What about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Oh yeah.
Red-nosed. Whoa.
I'm gonna do yours.
Okay, you're gonna say it. Okay. So what's your number one?
Man, my number one, and I can listen to this all year long. And if you ask any of the girls on the team, we listen to it every Christmas. Last Christmas, Wham, banger.
The Last Christmas.
Not last.
What was it?
Christmas.
Wham.
Wham.
Oh, there.
You want a hippopotamus?
Yeah. Put that on honorable mentions.
I can't even spell.
Hippopotamus for Christmas.
So my number one, you
Is
can't go wrong with a Frank Sinatra song. Have Yourself a Merry Christmas, Merry Little Christmas, Judy Garland.
I don't think I've heard that. I don't know.
I'm sure you have when we've listened to it in the car and stuff.
Probably, but
It's you can't go wrong with a little Frank Sinatra. So I'm not the proudest of this list, but because I am bah humbug.
oh, we should have done the Grinch.
The Grinch. Nice.
I had the Grinch on the list and like things I could have had. Happy Xmas, John and Yoko Ono, Blue Christmas, Elvis, Run Rudolph, Chuck Berry. But this is the list. I felt like this is the one.
The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
Next episode we didn't do Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad is pretty good. That is a good one.
Oh, I forgot about Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. So yeah, good list. What are we gonna rank next week?
Man, I already told Kim. I actually had an idea. We don't even have to do rankings next week. We're gonna go to our Spotify and just find out we're gonna have to read off our Spotify for what we listen to the most in 2025.
Oh,
and like what your listening age is, and what your genre. Don't look it up. Don't change it now.
no, I just I'm kind of curious. But my wife's she did that the other day, and it was very interesting.
So
because,
was ours.
Yeah, because hers plays into her Spotify goes into his Google device, and so she gets a lot of his songs on there. So it's very very unique.
It's all my songs.
Hey man, if you wanna, however you wanna pivot it. But
Top MMA fighters on the Garrett Wrestling staff.
Dude.
Mike Poppy, number one. He's fought many a wings and conquered every one of them.
Christmas finger foods, man. I had what do we have? We had
You should do
the party
Christmas.
had what? They had a bruschetta. They had some like steak bites. They had some chicken bites. It was pretty good. Shrimp. Oh yeah, the buffalo shrimp was good.
Yeah, we got a company party tomorrow.
The Tito's and soda with Mio was pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. Now there's really not a good Christmas food one. There's not stuff that's like really Christmas food.
Video game.
Game.
What do you guys? What do you guys go with Christmas ham? You guys are a ham family?
Sloppy Joe's.
Sloppy Joe's, yes.
You guys eat sloppy joes for Christmas?
Didn't we do that like last year?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Hey, I got some world famous sloppy joes. You want I'll send you the recipe.
Okay.
Best sloppy joes ever.
Send it to me. I'll make it.
Yeah.
We did. Kim's not a big. When I was growing up, we used to do ham, and I think my grandma did a ham and a turkey. And then we started doing prime rib. I had a buddy that was like a butcher, so he'd give me this like great deal. And then now I feel guilty if I call him and just say, "Hey, let me get that deal on the prime rib." So we've been doing lamb chops the last couple of years.
Ooh, I like lamb. We would. My grandma would always have prime rib, and she whatever the recipe she had was always so good. Potatoes and stuff.
Or you could do family.
Kim used to get so mad because I would like get it and then I would like wrap it in the cheesecloth and let it like dry age a little bit.
Yeah.
She would call it rotting, but it would intensify the flavor.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have some world famous floppy joes. I take it into work, carry in. I took 4 or 5 pounds of it, and it was.
You're there walking like old boy from The Office.
Yes. Yes.
The Kevin from The Office.
Everyone loves my sloppy joes. So ask. We made them at Disney one year for the wrestlers, and it's just a big whole pot of. I mean, we had obviously like 20 wrestlers and they're like, one of the kids like, I don't know if I like sloppy joes, and he's like, okay, I like sloppy joes. The one called sent his mom a message like, Coach Caprio makes the best sloppy joes ever. So
we should get a coach's poll for the best hospitality rooms.
Yes.
But like we need some guests. Like I don't get to go in all the hospitality rooms, but we should have a guest do it.
I heard the Carroll Super Duel had a hospitality room, and they were serving beagles.
Yeah.
Beagles.
What is it?
Beagles, like the dog, I guess. Beagles, like
that's what they call them. I guess.
That's what it said on the post that the coaches put out, that asking for donations for parents to bring stuff, and said they wanted like donuts and beagles.
Oh, I was like, I thought maybe it was a Fort Wayne thing.
No, it's a.
Craig Edgar said you make them extra sloppy.
Yeah. Yes.
They're not that sloppy.
You gotta go watch You gotta go watch Billy Madison, man.
Yeah. So So I guess that must be a DeKalb grad thing, that they can't spell bagels and they spell beagles.
Yeah. I think Lake Central has a pretty good hospitality room. From my personal, I don't know, that Modern Day one at State was pretty.
Oh, that's number one by far.
What's the hospitality room?
It's where the coaches go to get food while the kids have to eat like healthy stuff.
Oh.
So
which is nachos and hot dogs from the concession stand.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yes. So yeah, we usually get Westfield always had a really good breakfast. And then lunch, I never really got a good taste of anything because we would always decide to wrestle the world's longest duel right before the lunch break. And by the time we get in there, there's nothing there.
I think Vince was out there cooking up all the chorizo for Crown Point one year, like a chorizo tacos.
Ooh, that's good. Man, I gotta. There's some. Adam Central would. If it was a JV tournament, no, they wouldn't even give us anything. So.
We will have to bring on Benz. Benz probably does have a better feel for that than we do.
Yeah. I do know one of my former wrestlers, Kyler Bills. He's coaching this year, and he's keeping a list of the best hospitality rooms on. So maybe we'll bring him on. So
he's a bigger dude, right? Like he probably got a good idea.
Yeah, he likes his food. He's not shy about it. So yeah.
We'll have to bring on my boy Jim, Rex, Peckinpah, not Brewer. We have to get some guys that have been around the hospitality rooms.
Yeah. Carol would always do. It's evolved. Sometimes it's they have their, for sectional and regional, their culinary team or whatever will make it, and it's usually pretty good. It's definitely not a typical spread. So so that's always good. They used to have the local Italian place. Shoot, it was really good. They always have good food. They feed you well. Got a candy bar. At one time we went to Adam Central for a ACAC meeting, and we got a candy bar and pop.
Nice. They should probably get man, honestly, we should probably get some officials on here. Officials probably got a good feel of all the hospitality rooms, right?
Yeah, they get to go to multiple ones, and they get to kind of choose a little bit, they can like drop out of a tournament because, due to hospitality rooms, and a lot of times the coaches really can't too much with conference and sectional type stuff. So, but yeah, well,
Which was your favorite hospitality room?
Lake Central. Pepinos, beef sandwiches, fried chicken, massacholi, fire.
Probably, I'd say the Evansville State one.
Yeah, the Evansville one was really good.
No, that was when we went to state. So
probably wasn't there.
Yeah, probably the modern day one and the secret hospitality room at state.
Yeah, they Huntington North used to have a good one because they had wings. They had I think it was wings, etc. too. They had good wings there. So.
Oh yeah, the RAF.
We talked about RAF.
Way earlier.
At the beginning of the show. Rewind.
I thought Bo was trying to wrestle like Khabib.
Yeah. No, that'll be an interesting match.
I want to go to the one because Trey Hendrickson said he wants to fight
Wyatt.
Or Wyatt, yeah. Wyatt said he wanted to face Jake Paul or Logan Paul.
So
they're playing on the same way. Jake Paul caught that work this weekend, right?
Yeah, he did. So Logan Paul was a state qualifier in Ohio. So yeah. I think Bo is really good, and Caden Henschel's a pretty good D2 wrestler. Bo beat guys that are ranked in the top 10.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would be a good match, but hey, hopefully it is.
But
we didn't see Sarah.
Nope, Sarah I think there's an injury, so she didn't wrestle. Yes, but she still has the belt, I think. Mm-hmm. They didn't take the belt away from her.
She's like, no, I didn't even.
So, anything else we want to talk about? Definitely have some good hospitality rooms. We got to bring on start a topic and get some ideas.
Or like 2000s or like 2010 and below video games.
2010 R&B hits. Let's go, bro.
Yes. Make a playlist.
WGCI. All right.
What was your playlist in high school for the wrestling?
For the wrestling room, or we had the same. I often think that they still have the same cassette tapes in there that end at the same time that they had cut to the amount of time you're supposed to go to.
Nice.
Did you guys do that or no?
No, we did not. We didn't even have radio in high school. In college, we did.
IndianaMat would have. I think Fox brought them. Like they would have songs, but it was like your 2 minutes and it would be done. So now when I hear it past those songs, when I hear like Styx Renegade, I think it's supposed to stop at a certain spot and it keeps going. It's kind of disappointing.
That's man. That takes a lot of work, especially with the cassettes to do 2 minutes.
Yeah, hit the record and play at the same time and stop.
Yeah, and
were you bootlegging them off of the radio? B96 top 9 at 9. You're gonna hold, and then
I played the fifth. I do not want to be. I don't want 97.3 or 98.9 the Bear to come after me anytime. We do have connection to a radio station here, so I don't want to get in trouble.
Can we say it?
I don't want to get us in trouble. From back in the day when you had to do that.
Oh.
I think he was probably doing the same thing, but.
We have a friend that works for one.
So, yeah, pretty big week. Actually, pretty light week. So I do know I do have an idea for a guest to come on. Maybe.
Is it you? It's Santa.
Santa, yes. Santa Claus. And you're already on.
Yay.
So next week will probably be a lot of Al Smith and Connorsville talk. So it's gonna be a great week of wrestling there. Not too much talk. Well, got a couple duels to recap and some good things, but it should be a good week. Rankings. I know we have team rankings coming out tomorrow. Rankings coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll try to get
State.
East Chicago out tomorrow. That's a little easier. We have some clean ones, and then maybe State Christmas Eve. You look under your Christmas tree.
Yep. Santa will deliver some rankings. So, yeah, definitely. I think Fort Wayne might be getting updated because I think there's some trash talk in our group chat today. So, yeah.
Man, I feel like Dustin didn't even look at my semi-state rankings. He's like, I took him to 10. I was like, man, I was at 10 last week.
You've been at like 16, and it like messes with me.
I know. I try to like not do that, but I feel like there's times I miss like a number. I move something, I don't replace it, so we can just go to the next one. So yeah, we're ranking on the down low. We're ranking 16 in the semi-state now.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we'll get some rankings out, some graphics, some power polls. Yeah. So I don't know if there are. I could tease the team rankings. I don't think there are. Let me double check to see if there are any new number ones. Obviously, 1A. Nope. Man, who changed? Damn it, Rochester.
Dang. With the whole show without saying one bad word. Rocco, what'd you do?
They changed their logo, and I know who did it. So, no new number one there. No new number one there. None there.
Eric's number one?
No.
Oh.
It's not released yet, dude.
Oh.
Letting the cat out of the bag. So no number ones. Some shifting here and there of the rankings. I need to update the previous ones, but top 20. See if there's some new teams in there. It'll be interesting. Ooh, there's some teams that kind of rose and fell. So it'll be interesting to see how those go.
Where's Carol and the A's?
And the A's, they're 4A, but they're not ranked. Yeah, so they're not.
Oh, that means they're pretty good, right?
If they're not ranked?
No, if they're in 4A.
Well, no, this means they're a bigger school.
Oh.
We're gonna have to. We're not gonna tell Santa about that flub.
Cut that out. You can cut it out, right?
Yeah,
we're live.
we're live. Everyone's already written it down, so yes.
Dang it.
No, you're fine. So yes.
That's the only thing you're getting.
Yes. So I gotta. You want a mini rant from me?
Yeah, I do. Because I felt like I was ranting on all this stuff.
So, I'm very picky, I guess is the right word. And logos because we have our logos on the teams, and I don't want them to say wrestling. I want their school logo, and it doesn't need to say wrestling or have a wrestler doing the suplex and stuff. And teams sometimes coaches will change, or somebody will change their logo, and then to one that says wrestling. Where it's like, I know this is a wrestling website. We don't need to say wrestling on everything.
Do you want to know Kim's pet peeve on that? She hates when they say like, if you're whatever and you say girls, like the lady bombers, like the bombers. Why do they have a gender? Like,
yes.
And they do it in softball, maybe for wrestling, but like it'll be like the lady scorpions, like,
yes.
Like why? One of the other coaches gets so mad when we play the Lady Dukes. It's like I think a spinoff of like the Duke softball, but she's like, a Lady Duke would be a Duchess. Like, why do they keep saying that?
Yeah. What do you think about what about like Belmont? They're the Braves for the boys and the Squaws for the girls. What do you think about that?
I mean, was it? I guess I don't know. Like, was it always that way forever, or did they just change that like recently?
I think it's been like that for a while.
I mean, maybe if that's how it always was. I don't think it really matters. Like, but man, was it Plymouth the Rockies before, and now they're the Pilgrims or something?
I didn't know Plymouth. I know they're the. I thought they were the Rockies. Did they change? Go Pilgrims Rockies. What? Home of the Rockies and Pilgrims.
So maybe that's what they do, like for the girls. I don't know. I
Where's Travis Smith? We got to figure this out.
they're both Braves now.
Okay.
No, I think like it's such a like our dance team at Calumet was the Warriorettes. I get that, but like the girls teams are the Warriors and the boys teams are the Warriors. I don't.
Yeah, I gotta see what does the IGSA website say for Plymouth. I didn't.
What is like? Does the cavemen or like the Mishawaka cavemen or the cave girls? Because like, are they the cave women?
I don't know.
Oh man, like I was
nickname Rockies/Pilgrims. When did that happen?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I just feel like it's a school name. Like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't really matter, I guess. But also, I'm on the other side of that coin. Like it's not. We weren't the. Who had like what was it Vincennes, the Alice's?
Yes.
I mean, so like if the Vincennes boys team doesn't want to be the Alice's, what do they get to be the Alex's?
Alex, yes.
Like I don't know, man. It's like to me that's not a big deal.
We did do the best nicknames, didn't we? We need to do mascots, or we need to do singlets. I do have that on the list.
Man. That would to be like a state finals one.
Or the raft ones. The raft singlets.
The rafts, yeah, they're cool. They're kind of hard to tell.
They're asking Travis Smith whenever they changed it over. Or he's telling them like they're trash talking you. Don't tell them that.
Dude,
I don't know, man. I seen that. I don't know when that changed. Because he always used to be the Rockies.
Yeah,
we have a girl that plays for us, and she said, "No, we're the Pilgrims."
That's
all right.
I'm gonna have to do some research. But
I'll tell you, I like unique names. I like it like the Jimtown Jimmies or the teams that are like the Hobart Brickies, like that come from this like that area. Like there's a lot of Lions. Like why is everyone the Lions? Why is everyone in Indiana the Tigers? Like there ain't no Tigers around here unless you're at Roy Boys on Broadway.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like the Railroaders. That's a good one.
Yeah.
The Highlanders, the Chargers. That's a pretty common name. Unfortunately,
I don't know.
We had some good ones there. So,
Cubs.
The Cubs. That's Madison. The Cubs.
Oh.
And their middle schools. They're the Bears, which doesn't make sense. It's Madison.
Then what is
Franklin Community? Are they the Grizzly Cubs?
Yeah. Yes, Franklin Community.
Then what is high school?
The high school at Madison is the Cubs, the Madison Cubs, and then their middle school are the Bears.
Fighting 59ers, 59 Broadway.
Yep. Now the 59ers. That's Andrean.
We're the Fighting 59ers.
You know the best address. You know the best pitcher ever to come out of there?
Who?
Sean Manaea.
Yeah. They had a couple guys in the league a couple years ago.
Yeah. So.
Sean Manaea's pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
He took his moves off of Chris Sale.
Nice.
It's true.
Chris Sale probably tried to take some of that from Randy Johnson, right?
Yes. We might have to have a baseball podcast here soon.
Yeah, me and Daddy.
Yes. Michael Jordan. Mike likes baseball. Even though he's a White Sox fan. He doesn't like good baseball.
I just like baseball where people actually want to go watch games. Yeah. It's hard to jump on the bandwagon.
So, well, it is 11 o'clock. I hope everyone has a great Christmas with family. Wrestlers don't eat too much. We will be back next Monday. Might be a little bit later. I have not gotten anything on when the Al Smith seating meeting is. Hopefully it's 7-ish, 6-ish. I don't know. But
when does 2-pound allowance kick in? Right after Christmas?
Christmas Day is the 2-pound allowance. So,
congratulations, everyone.
Yep. Everyone, those poor guys that wrestle tomorrow, like Garrett and Brownsburg and Franklin and Columbus East. They're like, oh, just 2 days. Like they would probably rather wrestle on
I've
Christmas.
gone through that pain.
Yes, the pain. Oh,
I
geez.
bet. You look like you cut a ton of weight, man.
I had to, and I didn't even get it.
A whole
I
pound.
didn't even know they made sweatsuits that small.
Oh, they didn't even. He didn't even start the fun part of it.
I was at 64 pounds, and I was a pound over.
Rough life. So, everyone have a great Christmas. We will be back next Monday.
Can I be on
I don't know.
it? Yay!
So, and then we got some big tournaments. It's going to be a lot of fun, and yeah. So, have a good holiday. We're going to get some rankings out, some cool graphics, some power polls for Christmas. That's what everyone wants. So,
Bye-bye, everybody.
we will be out of here, and we'll see you guys later.
Merry Christmas.